The first question that I have been asked quite a bit is, how did I even get onto Beast Games? I will tell you my theory in a second, but honestly, I was not expecting to ever hear back when I signed up. I knew the odds were not in my favor, but I signed up anyway. And how that came about was the year prior, in 2020, end of 2023, Mr. Beast had put out some sort of general application link. If you ever want to be in a future Mr. Beast video, sign up on this Google form. So I did, and I never heard back. Then I get an email in March from a casting agent from one of their hired contract companies for Beast Games, and they said, hey, we already have seen your application. We know we want you. Go ahead and apply and put my name in the email whenever you apply. Something similar to that. So I was like, okay, I'm sure you say that to everyone. I thought a little bit on how would I want to present this video, but I literally put it off for a while, and then I was like, I have to just do it and, see what happens. So I had to be at church or something. So I just got out my camera real quick. I pushed everything off of my dresser that was behind me so it looked clean. And I recorded my whole entry video in 5 minutes. They had me answer questions like what I would do with the money and why do I think I'm a worthy competitor, and just a little bit about myself. And so I answered those, and I told them that I like to rock climb and I'm about to get married and this would really change our lives. And it was simple. It took me 5 minutes to record. Like I said, I usually take a lot longer to record things. It wasn't fancy, at least for me. It was nothing fancy at all. And within 4 hours, I think it was 2 hours, but I got a call from a casting agent, and she was just on the phone with me asking me questions about, okay, so I know you applied, but why do you really want to be on here? And told her also Jimmy was a huge inspiration for me because I am a video creative, and so I look to him as one of the geniuses in this world because he's got the most subscribers than anyone else. And so, I just pick his brain from afar by watching, his interviews on YouTube and how does he do this and that. I guess that she liked me because she said she liked me, and then she said she'll put me through to the next stage, which even after that, I was still iffy. I was maybe everyone gets through to the next stage. The whole span took 2 months to get done because it was social media screening, background check, and I think a couple other things. All the way up until the last couple weeks, I still was iffy on I don't even know if this is actually happening. And it was incredibly stressful at the same time because, like I said, I found this out in March. That's when they initially called me. And they started filming around June or July. I had quite a few months of not knowing what exactly is going to happen in the summer, but I knew that they wanted me to block off a certain amount of time, which was a couple months, to be available to film. And I had no idea if that was a solid 2-3 months or if it was a week here, a week there. And it was really difficult because I had jobs lined up. And so I was able to, work that out with clients on telling them hey, I really want to be there, but also I have this really cool opportunity I don't want to miss. And thankfully, everyone was super understanding and able to cover it. But it was a very stressful experience. On top of that, Talon had just proposed to me. So I not only was planning a wedding that was supposed to be, we were supposed to be wed in October of that year, got proposed to in May. But I also was going on this grand adventure, and there was just a lot of things going on at once. And so thankfully, Talon was so supportive. My theory on how I got selected, because I don't think anything really stuck out about my application, is that I had applied to be in a general video the year prior. So I think because they had such a short amount of time to select players between around March is when they started publicly advertising it, to July when they actually started filming. That was such a short amount of time to get 2,000 players together. So what I think that they did was they looked through all of their previous applicants and started like, you know, background checking all of them before they even sent me an email to be part of it, because they knew we don't have time to do all of this within that month span. So I bet well into the end of the year prior, they were looking for potential contestants on their existing contact form and approving them on the back end. So that's my theory, and I think that's probably how I got in. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I was just more impressive than I thought, but I don't think so. But nonetheless, it was a really, really cool surprise and once in a lifetime experience.